test right here, and I'll do a test. Test.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. Do it twice. No, wait, don't do it yet.
Okay. Dun, dun.
Okay, do it twice. That was gay.
Too fast?
No, it was just.
Don't say gay.
that was fine.
Okay. Homophobic.
No, just heterophobic.
Staring at my jeans.
R.I.P. Marshall Mathers. No, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Yeah, but he's a pedo.
What? Oh yeah. Closed4Lunch.
God damn
Fucking A. That's a good one to start with. Okay. I'll fix my chair. I swear to God, I'm sorry. It's squeaky.
What's wrong with it?
It squeaks a lot, and I hear it.
But people,
so I know they hear it.
They're gonna love it.
We have a temporary setup. There's a lot of crazy shit going on, but
doing fine. This looks not. This doesn't look so temporary.
What was the lady's name? Slim Shady. What do Slim Shady, Jeffrey Epstein, this other guy have in common? It was the chick. What was her name?
I don't know. What is she talking about?
Cadwell.
Rachel
Chambers. Was it Rachel Chambers? Huh?
Oh shit!
I said it.
God
Rachel Chambers. That is fucking crazy. Closed4Lunch.
Closed4Lunch. Welcome back. Mikey
WHTShoes.
Oh, who am I? Books.
Books.
I almost said Mikey WHTShoes.
Twice.
But it's not me.
Mikey WHTShoes.
I am with. I hang out with Mike sometimes.
We gotta hit the dab. Holy shit.
Go ahead. Tell him. Welcome back, dog.
I did. Episode 10 or episode 11. I always like to keep a buffer just in case you want to switch it up. Who knows? It's fucking March 28th, right? Shit's going down. What's something?
You're telling the news of the day, dog.
Yeah. Something doesn't mean exonerated, right? What is that? People keep saying this dumb shit.
Oh my God! You know the news? Last night.
Down. I'm ready.
Donald Trump, D-class, MIL.
D-class MIL. He did it?
FISA.
No way.
Swear to God.
About what?
He's declassing all the FISA.
About?
All the indictments.
He has to do it in a certain... I'm going to look that shit up. What are you talking about?
Donald Trump, D-class, FISA.
D-class FISA. FISA is the international court what they use to pretty much not have a court. You know, if you're a terrorist, you don't get representation, you don't get due process, you go to a FISA thing and they get your ass. And if they label you a terrorist, you might not be, you know, all the time.
Or you could be.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely there's some good terrorists that have been fucking put to death or...
That's an oxymoron.
Or put in jail.
A good terrorist?
Yeah, a good example of a terrorist, that's what I mean.
Like the guy who created the Silk Road website?
Right, that's not a good one. That's actually not a good, but like a literal
He's
terrorist,
a bad guy?
A guy that's blowing people up for crazy fucking ideology. They got him.
That guy is serving 2 life sentences, or like a life sentence in 40 years.
And they executed him. Fucking maybe. The guy the Silk Road guy?
Silk Road guy.
Really?
He's celebrated his 35th birthday in prison.
For being a nerd.
For creating a website.
Fucking nerd.
And he didn't even... Yeah, I know, but then he started doing bad things. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of drugs. Are you complicit? Like, okay. But then does that mean like...
It's a business outlet.
Yeah, but does that mean that... okay, like Boost Mobile. Where you at, dog? Right?
Yeah.
You can't trace it because it's short wave.
I know, that's why they got rid of it.
You can still get, well, whatever. But were they culpable then? That guy, the guy that invented fucking Boost Mobile, did he go to jail for 50 fucking years because people used it for selling drugs? No. What the fuck, dude? You know? That's fucked up. That's not cool.
Yeah, but he might have been doing other stuff too.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
But if, you know, best case scenario, he was clean and they got him for no reason. Fuck. Damn. I know, right? I think it's...
So he's a good terrorist? Is that what you're saying?
No. A good terrorist. A FISA court. I was explaining FISA court.
Yeah, Donald.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A FISA court does its job when it's best case scenario, when they are trying terrorists. But you can't put Edward Snowden in there and give him the same fucking process as someone that blew somebody up, right? Doesn't make any sense.
No.
You can't do it.
No, but there is that secret plane that went over there to go pick up, what's his name, and bring him back so he could testify.
Ooh. Wiener? Who the fuck are you talking about? ASSange? Oh, shit.
Oh, you see that? That's called telepathy right there. That's telepathy live on the podcast right there.
ASSange.
Bam. That's called telepathy. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
that's why
I don't know.
That's why we're on the podcast.
I don't know if it's him, but there
But
was
it
a
was
plane.
weird. It went
He might
to
not
the-
even be on that plane, right?
But
Because
it
they don't
went
want
to
to
the
kill,
embassy.
kill his ass, you know? Put him on a secret plane.
Julian Assange has this crazy MK Ultra fucking background.
He's one of those double doubles.
Out of Australia or New Zealand or something, and he fucking he grew up on a ranch that breeds it, dude. Like okay, imagine free range
MK
CIA
Ultra
training, yeah. Cage free.
Bunch of sheep.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Cage free.
Yeah, it's in the middle of.
You let them go.
It's in the middle.
You
of
don't
New
even
Zealand.
have to lock them up.
You're so far and isolated from anybody. You're like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna die. There's no way you can carry enough supplies to get anywhere. There's nobody out here. We have all this fucking security providing the perimeter. We don't need to lock the doors.
Right.
You just can't get. Like, can you imagine that?
Right.
Imagine. I don't know what it was. It might have been something I saw or something I read, but it was like a fucking sultan has this sex slave. Imagine being like a fucking
damn, dog.
Right. Sultan has a sex slave in the middle of the fucking desert.
Okay. Not
There's
chill.
a house, mansion, right? Sultan,
Okay.
you're in the middle of fucking nowhere. You have a mansion, you have a pool. You get food delivered. You get all this shit.
Okay.
But you're a sex slave.
I am.
And the Sultan just leaves you there and just mobs and just comes when he wants and calls you and tells you, yeah, I'm coming. Or maybe just shows up. Who the fuck knows?
Me?
Hey, yeah, man. Well, you're in the desert.
God damn. That sounds really stuck,
there's a
dog.
Sultan. You get a mansion, but you're stuck.
And he beats my ass
literally beats that ass.
Every day for a...
Fist that ass. When you're up to him.
Every day.
It's up to him. Sometimes
Every day.
he sends the homie for his birthday. But literally that...
Every day for a summer?
There's no candy involved. Fuck, dude. But could you imagine that? Right? I don't know where I read that, or I don't know if I thought of that. I don't know. That could be an original thought. Could not be. I could have heard that or read that somewhere or some variation of it. Yeah. But it doesn't take much, dude. It takes just isolation. And what are you going to do? You can't walk through the fucking desert.
No.
All you have to do is not have shoes in the house. Don't give him no shoes. What's he going to do? Wrap fucking pants around his legs and carry fucking 500 pounds of water behind him? No. You're stuck. You're in the desert and you're stuck. Yeah, you got to kill him.
Oh, then what?
Kill him and steal his car.
He only has a car?
Well, yeah. What if he flies and you don't know how to fly?
Right. He flies. He flies there. And you're done, son.
Ex Machina, that Would You Fuck a Robot, the movie, right?
You bring that up every day.
Yeah, because it's a really
nasty.
It's a really good movie, right? But it's all about Would You Fuck a Robot. But anyways, this guy's like the designer of Google or the founder of Google.
Okay.
Google equivalent. He calls it Blue Book, so it's like Google and Facebook together.
Right? Get out of here. Okay.
But he lives like way in the fucking mountains, and you can only get there by helicopter, and it's super isolated. And even the fucking house, like the motherfucker gets locked in the house because he don't have the fucking clearance to get out.
Fuck.
Yeah. Can you imagine that shit?
I feel like I'm locked in a safe house sometimes.
You can get out, but where can you go?
That's what I'm saying. Where would I go? Where is there to go? There's nowhere to go.
So you're...
All my homies are here.
In the podcast studio.
Yeah.
And you're stuck.
Shit. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Like being on tour. You were telling me.
Had to have the hatchet. Yeah, being on tour?
Yeah. The
handlers, like the...
God damn it, dog. The fucking Beatles and the Bee Gees and the Grateful Dead and the Rolling Stones.
Dead. Mm-hmm. The Doors.
Oh man.
I know.
But David, give me your reasoning in 30 seconds as to why any agency would pay someone to take drugs once they already know what the drug does.
Yeah, exactly.
So why would they choose particular individuals to test the drug on? As a matter of fact, pay them.
As they have to tell you.
Right.
They have to.
Okay. Yeah. So did they tell you?
Yeah. They have to tell you.
Oh, yeah. You have to tell me.
And it is literally to experiment. It is a total experiment. I think the system has been so ingrained for so long, right? We talk about this shit like the 60s, the scientists from the 70s, scientists from the 80s. He pioneered it. But what about the guy that fucking changed it? What about the guy that has version 36 that makes you fucking... You don't shit yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what like
I see. It's just a different result.
It's a different. Yeah, they're literally.
Let's get these variables.
I think it gets more specific down the line.
So like that's a
right. It gets real
30-year-long study.
Tony Ferguson. It gets real specific. Let's see.
I see what you're saying.
What we're doing here. This guy seems to do everything a little bit differently.
Right.
And he's been doing it differently from the start.
Right.
We'll just check him out. And he's Mexican. Super Mexican. I think they're trying to figure the Mexicans
Doesn't matter the race, though,
I think they're trying to figure the Mexicans out.
No, they're trying to figure out these oddballs.
But why are they focused so much on Mexicans over the last 5 years?
You know why? Because I bet they were racist, and they didn't think that those traits could be exhibited in anyone other than white. Because they're racist, right?
Tony Ferguson, like championship shit, like doing weird shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because they're already racist, so they're like, oh no, only white people are elite.
Ooh, you want to talk about the elite? Spell it for me. ELITE. SMOKS. God damn it! Shout out episode 0. We're the elite.
Oh, I gotta do books with books.
We gotta do books with books. Okay.
I'm gonna do books with books. I got a new one.
Let me explain the elite real quick.
I got a new book.
Okay, we'll do it right now. Let me explain the elite.
Okay.
ELITE.
Got it.
Extinguished light.
Okay, but how?
X light.
Okay, wait.
Words
because
or
like
swords.
Okay, think email.
Electronic mail.
Okay, so now why wouldn't it be electronic light for elite?
Electronic.
Right,
light.
email, elite.
Do you think?
So why did the E turn into extinguish in your brain instead of?
Because they're no good. Because of who they are.
Who?
The elite, like the real elite, like the guys.
Okay. So
the poor people, the.
But
plebes.
that's taking the emotion of how you feel about them.
No, there's the studies that say like after a certain amount of money and after a certain amount of time, you lack empathy.
Okay.
The fucking psychopath in wealthy family factor, right? That's like crazy high. How many fucking killers do you have in your family?
I don't know.
Right. Well,
hopefully 0.
You know.
Actually, I know for a fact my grandpa, when they tried to make him go into the military.
Yeah.
No, he did go. He was an ambulance driver.
Right. He said, I can't kill nobody.
You know why? Because I can't kill nobody. My religion prevents me from killing anybody. Mm-hmm. That's Quaker.
Oh, man. It's crazy.
So if we ever go to war, I'm a motherfucking Quaker, dog.
Yeah. Do you think if, like, in World War II, people were doing that, and people were saying, like, I'm Muslim? When was that? That was when he got drafted?
As Vietnam.
Do you think they did was from Muslim people? Or like a Buddhist or something? Do you think they would have done that?
In Vietnam?
Quaker, do you think they would only do it for like a mostly white religion, you know what I mean?
Like an elitist?
Yeah, like an elitist.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, but saying that you don't want to kill anybody
it's not elitist.
That's not being elitist. That's being like a pacifist, right?
Yeah, like people.
I don't really agree with your war per se, but
I won't kill no bugs.
What?
I won't kill no bugs, right?
Okay.
Rob says that. He doesn't even like killing bugs.
Oh, right. Yeah. I killed all the bugs, dude. Fuck the bugs.
I feel like they're back. They were a person that led a shitty life and came back as a lower dimensional being.
I'm glad you said it, dog.
Bam, crawling around.
Put that out there.
On their bellies. It's not supposed to be there.
No, that's when you reincarnate so many times.
You don't learn anything.
No, you never learn.
You're gonna be just
You refuse to learn.
Simple-minded.
Imagine that. Imagine knowing that life is a test and that you have these different things you have to go through and accomplish, and then you refuse it on purpose. Wow. Every time.
That makes me feel like
that's how you go down.
Because I would like to reincarnate a couple times and check out what the world.
Yeah, I've had people tell me that too.
Yeah, but that makes me feel like I shouldn't.
Oh, I got a question for you.
That makes me feel like I shouldn't.
Okay, this is a deviation. Ready?
I'm ready.
You survive the rapture or be raptured?
Ooh. It's a good one. We've been talking about this one. Fuck. Exactly what we were just talking about, right? Imagine knowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Knowing that it's time. You gotta go up to heaven.
Yeah.
and getting the choice.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe you don't get the. Well, maybe some people get the choice.
Yeah, how does it work? What do you think?
Like, what are we talking about?
Rapturing.
Yeah. So if you die
Uh-huh.
in the rapture, but you're already like cool with God, like you're tapped in with God or whatever, then you go to heaven, right? Or you go to the spiritual realm, the fucking void or whatever they want to call it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's say
One
though,
with the source. Go back to the source.
right? But if you haven't learned your lessons yet, more than likely you stay here.
Okay.
And then there's also folks that are like volunteers. Like maybe I don't know this. I'm not saying that you are, but your soul could have been a volunteer that initially chose, right, to come here and come on Earth, right, for a mission, for a goal. You had you're coming here on a mission.
Okay.
They tell you, okay,
Do you think
you can go to Earth, but your memory's going to be wiped. So when you get there, you're not going to know that you're on a mission. You're not going to remember that you're on a mission.
Do you think you would... Oh, my God. This blew my fucking balls off. Okay. Oh, my God. You can choose when in time you want to be planning.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily understand why.
Yeah. No, you don't know why you chose that.
Yeah.
You just choose it.
You think oh my God. When's your birthday?
I don't answer questions.
Do you think that your mom chose it? Okay, his mom chose what day he was going to be born on. It was like he was ready to go, so they got to choose one of those situations.
Okay.
Right? Something like that, right?
Okay.
Right? Vaguely. I don't know the full story. I don't know the details. But it's on... Oh my God. It's on a specific date, this guy's birthday. So if what we're talking about is true, it wasn't his mom that chose his birthday. It was him inputting stimuli beforehand to trigger that series of events.
I'm going to be born in that body.
You planned it.
Right. With the help of people.
Well, of course.
With the help of the energy and the souls. And
when you're later, it's higher. It's not you. It's,
right.
It's what you're tapped into. It's the force.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
That's pretty crazy, right?
That's so fucking cool.
There's a lady everybody should go look up. Cool. If you haven't heard of her, her name is
Dolores Cannon.
Damn it, dog.
I got your back.
Telepathy's coming, dog. We're going to 5D. Tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your sister.
5G. We're on that 5D.
I'm taking a tank to every 5G.
We're taking a 5D tank to every 5G tower.
Exactly. Very
bitches.
Hypothetical, theoretical.
Metaphysical. Right? Figured.
Hyper-dimensional.
Me and Joe Rogan, we figured things out. We're homies again. I haven't watched it yet. Joe Rogan.
I saw a part of it.
He had a show. Joe Rogan on Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw they were watching it.
Some of it. Really?
Yeah.
I gotta watch the whole thing.
We
gotta shout out to Alex Jones because of you, Rob. Fuck you.
What?
Rob was like, you guys always watch Alex Jones? I was like, no, we don't. We watch the clips.
Oh, we do, though.
The clips of, like,
Pink Trip.
Yeah, where it's like...
Shout out to Pink Trip.
Alex Jones goes Super Saiyan. That shit is fucking... I don't think that was Pink Trip, but that one was fucking funny. When he's yelling at Eddie Bravo, and he's like...
Yeah.
And he's powering up and shit.
Yeah.
And he starts shooting shit out of his fingers.
Don't make me assume my ultimate form. I'm going to smoke this tarantula.
Wow.
Look at this. See, what do you know about migrating tarantulas?
Okay.
You gonna tell them about that?
Yeah, this is safety PSA. This is our PSA moment. Wildlife preserve. You're on a trail and shit, and they have some of it roped off. It's a trail, but it actually says, boom, has a little gate, and it says wildlife preserve. Do not enter. Could be dangerous. Blah blah blah. You think, oh, maybe the trail will fall off, or maybe there's, whatever.
Maybe there's Bigfoot. Maybe there's fucking Bigfoot. Maybe there's a Dogman cave, or maybe there's a motherfucking Duende. They live in the side of the hill.
Yeah, right. So we're looking at that. We don't even think about that.
Damn.
And there's like foundations of old houses that were like fucking 80 years old that aren't there anymore. It's just a foundation. It's a trip. And this guy, we were talking to this other guy, and he told us, well, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta watch those signs because at some points of the year, there's different animals that migrate through, and that's probably their path. He's like, it could be birds, could be bees or bugs or butterflies, and sometimes it could be millions and millions of tarantulas. Dog, how fucking scary.
That.
You're on a trail hiking, and all of a sudden, there's just a wave of fucking spiders.
Probably wouldn't even
dude.
look like that. It'd probably look like that Harry Potter, dog. I have to tell you.
Where you wouldn't see
I
it
have to
have
tell
move, where it would just look like kind of dark, and then
It'd be like just like a
holy fuck,
like a real white water, dude. Like a mirage.
That would be so scary, dude. What do you do? Oh my god.
I don't know, dude.
They'll
Because
kill
they
you.
can jump like fucking
And
4 feet.
Bees will kill you. Even just the bites. Like, I don't know. Are they venomous? Probably.
Probably.
Let's look it up. We have the internet. We have technology. That would be fucking scary, dude.
To get.
Smoke that tarantula. Now we're smoking the tarantula.
I know. I smoke on them.
To fucking.
Yo, Mike tried to trick me though. He tried to tell me that spiders have 8 legs. You motherfucker.
Spiders have 8 legs. 8-legged freaks.
Octopus, dog.
Octopus is the same thing.
Octopus
is the spider of the sea, dog.
No, a
That's
spider's
the
a
same.
bug, dude.
The spider of the sea. What's a crab? How many legs
A crab?
does a crab have?
That's a crustacean.
All these things have 8 legs. All
A
of
crab does not have 8 legs.
them. Crab has 8 legs. They have 6 in the front, 6 in the back, and then 2 pinchers.
No,
That counts.
those are arms.
Check it out.
Legs and arms aren't the same
What about
thing.
ants?
Ants, 6.
So
Because that's a bug.
So is a fucking is a crab an ant? A land ant? I mean, a sea ant? I don't believe this shit.
Oh God.
How many connections? What is a tarantula?
I tried to get them with the whales, but these motherfuckers.
Ooh, okay, we had a
We-
live whale.
We had
We had a live
epic.
A live whale.
I wish it was
Enigma. I recorded the audio.
Holy shit.
I did do that. I have
We gotta
audio.
give that to the people, dog.
And, okay, California is a 1 consent law. You know what that means? That means
Game over.
Game over. You go like this. This person's acting like a fucking racist, and you put the camera in their face, and they go, "You can't record me, without permission." And you go, "Well, actually, California's. Are we having a conversation? Right? Conversation being legally defined as an exchange of ideas
Right.
between anybody, a person and a fucking
Individual.
Yeah, free speech. A person, an individual, a person in a group,
Right.
person in a fucking arena.
Tree and a
whatever.
monkey.
Tree and a monkey, yeah. So literally, even listening to music would be a conversation. You're exchanging ideas,
Yeah, talking to a plant.
right? Talking to a fucking plant. You're exchanging ideas, having a conversation.
Yeah.
That means you having your.
I'm putting this
conversation,
plant on camera, whether
he
it wants it or not.
Because I
You
live
feel
in
me?
a 1 consent state.
And if you got a problem with
Yeah.
that, you take that up with the vegans
Take it up with the vegans
or PETA.
and fucking Sacktown.
Yeah.
Right? Your
Get
local
yourself a new-
governor. Get your governor and smack him fucking right in the face and tell him, I'm recording everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The FBI does it. NSA does it. DIA does it. FBI does it. CIA does it.
Oh.
There's
they?
a lot more. I've been meaning to learn more, but they're really, really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
and
fuck.
I feel like I shouldn't say them because it'll pop
What do
the
you think?
things.
What do you?
The LRM does it.
No, they don't. Well, maybe a couple times.
But for good reasons.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, but we tell them, right?
Okay.
So that's the thing. I have
What's
a problem. I have a problem.
What's next?
You want to move on? Oh, I want to do books with books, dude.
Okay, we'll get to it right now.
Okay,
Let me
I have
just tell
this.
you-
I have a new book.
Wait. Let me tell
okay.
you if it's poisonous or not. The transfer.
Okay, yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
that'll be
smoke
the
it.
end of that. Yeah, smoke on that thing.
I got you.
Okay. Well, there you go. They're not that poisonous. It just hurts. Dun, dun.
The fee fi to the foe to the fum.
Wait. We have one more thing we're gonna go over.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
What's it? Wait. We have one more thing.
Okay.
What was the one thing? What was it? You said it was news of the day. What was it?
DTTM. What was it?
I don't remember. Was it this? The spinner?
Oh, I broadcasted that live to the Insta folk.
Oh, closed for lunch?
No, but I didn't say close for lunch. But you should tell them, right? Because that was a good correlation.
Lunch, Instagram.
Find us.
Everything.
Yeah.
C4, if it's not closed for lunch, spelled
C4L
out,
podcast.
C4L podcast.
Give us send us an email, you know,
Yep.
c4lpodcast@gmail.com.
Gmail or MWS@WHTShoes.com.
Send it over.
Get you a White Shoes account.
Nice.
What do you want it to be? What
I want it to be books@whiteshoes.com.
Books@whiteshoes.com.
That's simple.
WHTShoes.com. Boom.
Yeah, go on there. Yeah. Check it out. Give us a couple website visits, at least, you know.
Yeah, just whatever we want to do, what we want to turn it into. Need a little help, need a little feedback. That'll work.
Just prove to us that it's not all fabricated and that you guys are controlling the entire internet and that I live in a box under constant surveillance.
The blue meanies. Explain to the folks at home what the blue meanies are.
The blue meanies, my Uncle Ron, one day he called me up and he says, Hey Jordan, I need you to come over here, man. I'm having a problem. I said, what's the problem, Ron? They got my computer. They got my stuff. I was like, what do you mean? Okay, just come over. Okay, I'll be over there, right? I go over there. Right. And I go into his room. Right. And his computer, he had two computers. And they were both taken completely apart.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No, it's good. Taken completely apart, strewn out all over the floor, dude. Just motherboard, fucking video card here, fucking. Just taken all apart. The whole case taken apart, everything like that.
Taken apart, not ripped apart.
Nah, well, okay, but that wasn't the weird part, right? I was like, okay, he said that somebody came in and ripped apart his computers.
But it was not like broken. It wasn't like slammed. It wasn't like.
No, not smashed.
No,
nothing was damaged.
Taken apart.
Yeah, it was taken apart.
Right.
And then there was also chalk, like, because he's an artist, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So he had all these different paints and chalk and different charcoal and different things like that, right?
Yeah.
So there was chalk, dude, everywhere, all over the fucking room, on the wall, on the fucking bed, on the motherfucking.
Really?
Yeah, on the computer parts.
I don't know you tell me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was the really weird part, right?
Uh-huh.
And it looked weird. It looked like a fucking disaster zone, right?
Yeah.
Like someone came in there and fucking threw baby powder all over the room and fucking took your computer part. It's fucking weird. And he kept telling me, it's the blue meanies that did it. I said, what are you talking about? The blue meanies. I never knew what the fuck he was talking about. Yeah. And you look up the blue meanies, though, right? Because blue meanies that's a fictitious something.
Yeah.
The Beatles.
Like Lemmings or something, right?
Where's it from?
Blue meanie? I don't know. No fucking clue.
No, it's the
thing?
Yeah, dude. I think it's the Beatles. And the Yellow Submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine.
They said they're blue meanies?
I think they might be in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have the internet, but yeah.
Wow.
So, my Uncle Ron, he really liked the Beatles. He listened to a lot of the Beatles, right? Probably watched that Yellow Submarine, right? Got freaked out by these blue meanies, and so then it was planted in his subconscious. He hallucinated blue meanies taking apart his computer when really it was him taking apart his computer.
Is that what you think, or?
That's one theory.
Ready for the blue meanie?
Or the blue meanies actually.
Yeah, they were in the Yellow Submarine. Blue meanies are a fictional army of fierce, though buffoonish, music-hating beings. And the main antagonist in the surreal 1968 Beatles cartoon.
Yep, and that was shortly after I had installed FL Studio, the audio recording software on his computer.
Visual appearance.
Or the music making software.
Was mostly designed by Heinz Edelman. Okay. He is a German illustrator and designer.
This is fucking Disney. Disney fucking Walter's friend. What's up, Walt? I see you, baby. Shaking that ass.
Look at
shaking that ass.
Edelman, right? The designer of the Blue Meanies. Last used, I love that song. Yeah, last used the style of
I'm
the
a
yellow
Delevate, dog. Yeah.
He the last time he used the style was illustrating a book, Andrometer SR1.
Andromeda?
Andromedar.
Andromedar?
Andromedar SR1 about a voyage to Mars.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Who did that?
The guy that created
the German animator.
About the Blue Meanies, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Well, what do you know?
What do Do you know Heinz Edelman? Woo.
Yeah, Heinz Edelman. Okay, I gotta look that guy up.
And it's documented that the fucking CIA had a guy that was distributing LSD, and he literally dosed John Lennon and I think either George Harrison. Yeah, George Harrison. Paul McCartney. Weirdly, Paul McCartney's not part of any of this bullshit. I wonder why he doesn't get dosed accidentally. I wonder. That motherfucker. He's the only one still alive. He's the only one still thriving, you know? They say it's not even him, man. There's a fake Paul McCartney theory out there that he's a clone, that the real of him.
Is he the one with the weird looking? No, who's the one that's the weird looking?
Probably Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah, but Ringo seems to be like a robot.
He's dead?
Yeah. Because, man, I remember Tinfoil Hat. Shout out Tinfoil Hat.
What up, Sam? Stop stealing my shit.
We got the fucking timestamp. But anyways.
Yeah.
Ryan, back a long time when he was on the show, he said he met Ringo Starr and he acted really, really weird. He was just like, "Hi, I'm Ringo Starr. I played the drums." Something like that. Like, it was a weird response. It wasn't a human response.
That's bizarre.
I remember Ryan telling that story.
That's crazy. Ringo.
So, okay. Blue Meanies. And the Blue Meanies.
So that's crazy.
Right. No, but I
think that's crazy.
That is crazy. But I have also read Camellia.
We're not supposed to use the C word.
We're not supposed to use the C word.
I apologize to
I have
all
also
of the
read the
crazies.
book, Camellia. And Camellia was written by a guy that he's a journalist that met up with a guy that was getting literally gang stalked. It was the
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I have a fucking theory right now.
Right?
Epiphany,
and the
man.
Blue Meanies, he said that they.
You said gang stalking. I had a thing.
He said that people would call him, people would flash the lights outside his house. Camellia. I sent it to Eddie Bravo because I was trying to get him. Or I put it online for Eddie Bravo to see, tagged him, whatever the fuck. To just
check the DM.
It. Yeah, just to fucking read about it and see that this is happening to other people. Tony Ferguson is tripping his balls off right now, throwing holy water on his wife. Fucking how funny is that?
Save her.
He's trying to save her. Fuck, everybody thinks he's gonna kill her. He's trying to save the bitch. Holy water, bitch, you gotta fucking get the demons out, dog. He believes.
Send the Zan man in, dog.
Send the Zan man in. Throw some fucking holy water and give them the Zans and see which one they fucking pick.
Chilling.
Smoking shit. Jesus. So, the Blue Meanies in that book, he said, people would see. The guy in Camellia, who the book is about, it was a guy down in San Diego. He said he would go into his house and people would say, "Your house seems a little bit smaller. His room seems a little smaller. It's maybe a foot smaller." And they could project a false wall, and they would be little people living behind there, and they would come out at night and fuck with them, or they would shoot them with shit or release gas. Also, what does everybody say when they fucking do too much DMT? They see the machine elves.
Right.
These
are they
blue?
blue?
Fuckers that are doing. Some people say gray. I'm colorblind. Not a good choice. Not a good guy. Not a good judge of color.
You do a colorblind episode,
I'm not
dog.
bad colorblind. I'm like, on a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a good 4.
What does that mean?
Like 1 to 10, 10 being like complete, everything looks black and white. I'm like about a 4. I can't tell.
10, like, everything looks black and white?
Yeah, and 1, everything you can see normally. I'm like,
oh, okay, so 4. Not halfway.
No, not halfway.
40%.
Yeah, really dark colors, really light colors. I don't get. Can't help you.
Okay, wait. So like, okay, but what about on the phone, on the iPhone? They have this thing where you can. This is gonna solve a lot of people's problems. It's tech help. Ready?
No, but okay.
Tech help.
Tech help.
Ready? On the iPhone, when you pull up your text messages and when you type something, you send it to somebody.
Right.
Okay, it shows up green.
Okay.
Right? Does it not?
Let's see.
Or.
It's blue.
Okay, but that's an iMessage.
Okay.
So go to someone that has an Android phone.
I do. So I'll text this guy.
So you might be green and then they're blue, or is it gray?
Wow.
Green.
No, it's not gray. It looks like
green. That's green.
Green, but it looks like dirt green.
Okay, now watch. Ready?
It's like dookie green.
Okay. It says, go ahead and read that for the folks at home.
Buttman.
Okay, good. Now.
I sent myself.
Now, ready? I'm going to do something weird. On my iPhone,
I'm there.
I'm going to go down to general.
Okay.
From general, I go to accessibility. From accessibility, I scroll down to increase contrast, and I'm going to turn it off. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to that same text message.
Turn off the contrast.
And show it to you again.
Oh, wow.
What color is that?
It's like lime green.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can see that better
Yeah.
than the other one.
Yeah.
What color did the other one look?
Like doo-doo.
Like brown?
Like brownish green, like like camouflage.
Baby shit.
Like dark green. Yeah.
Camouflage.
Spinach. Yeah. Spinach. Yeah. But man looks better now.
Popeye?
Ron Williams, R.I.P.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Olive oil.
The Russell family?
Shelley Duvall. Oh my God.
Suck my dick, dude. I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna get them all right now. I'm gonna
The Shining.
every single
Shelley
The Shining.
Duvall. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Okay.
Let me explain mine real quick.
Okay.
You said Popeye.
I don't know what I was talking
I
about.
said Robin Williams.
Okay.
He was in the movie of Popeye.
Yeah, he was. He's a good one, dog.
The chick.
Yeah.
That was
Olive.
That was Olive Oil. She was Shelley Duvall. That was the wife in The Shining.
Yeah.
Shining is the moon cover up, right?
What are you covering up? Cover up the moon?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick filmed shit. Right? We went to the moon. I believe we went to the moon, but I believe that motherfucker is hollow. It's like a parking garage for fucking deep space shit, and it serves as a fucking bullshit energy sucker for our negative energy. That's what I believe. Just to get it out there. The Earth, I don't think the Earth is flat. I think the whole universe is one big mass, and it's hard for me to explain it. I gotta build something to show it. Don't even get me started, dog. All right, you're going now.
What was I gonna say?
You said the Popeye, spinach, Russell family.
Okay.
Go.
But see,
Take me through your.
so they're gonna say that because this is gonna be after the fact, right?
I said another thing, but I don't remember.
Okay, so they used drugs on people, skull and bones.
Ooh.
The Russell family is one of the 13 families of the Illuminati.
And they started quite a bit of.
They started a lot of secret societies, but not very many people know that. Because I was telling a friend on the way to lunch at the local Mexican food place. It was delicious.
Tacos? Uh-huh.
They have beer and tacos there.
Right.
And that's what he said. And I was naming off the different families, right? I'm like, oh, Rockefeller and Rothschild and all the ones everybody knows.
Yeah.
Kennedy, right? And then I start naming the ones that he doesn't know, right? And he's like, oh, who's that, right? But he said only that to the Russells, right? So then I went and go look up the Russell family, find out the skull and bones,
Yep. And
then the next day,
which means if they film that a day ahead or 2 days before or something like that, fucking tinfoil hat, goddamn Sam Tripp, they bring it up on the podcast.
Yeah, and that's happened. Theo Von
it's happened so many times.
Theo Von brought up Carmen Sandiego briefly in a joke.
Where in the world is
when on a Flaunt My Aunt.
This guy
Tell me you didn't.
Netflix like everyone else does. He didn't know they had a new Netflix. I didn't even know they had a new Netflix thing. I saw it by chance after.
I really didn't know that.
After Carmen Sandiego became in like the little fucking zeitgeist. The whole thing we're explaining right now is the zeitgeist. Fucking, we're tickling it. We're tickling the little clit of the zeitgeist, and it's good, right?
It's crazy.
It is weird how much it happens. It's weird.
Yeah, but who's the one that's writing the memos, dog? Because
who's writing the memos?
That's what I said. Who controls the narrative? I don't give a fuck. Sam can make his money, and Theo Von can make his money. I don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, I mean they're cool. It's not that I don't care about them. I said they can make their money, right?
Yeah.
But they should not. They should not have any secret society or any motherfucking agency spying on everyday citizens for content.
Feeding weird information.
And then feeding the content that they hear.
Weirdly, through the algorithm, through the AI, I had my I was at Knott's Berry Farm. Had my phone in my backpack. It was gonna die. I turned everything off. Bluetooth, location, everything. I said, put the motherfucker in almost airplane mode, just enough
turn
to
it
get
off,
an emergency call.
You know that works anymore.
I just need to save it, just to get an emergency call. Had it in a little backpack, and somehow the motherfucker still picked up. The next day, I get on fucking YouTube, and they have this weird compilation of people doing 100-second hang challenge. It's stupid. Where you hold on
literally
for 100 seconds and you win a prize. That's something stupid, but
hang from a bar for 100 seconds, you win the prize.
Why would that recommended video pop up in my feed the next day after being around it? Not doing it, just being around it with everything shut off and everything turned off. Well, how? It just seems really odd.
Yeah, it's possible though. It's possible in a third dimensional sense, right? because the microphone on everybody's phone can never be turned off.
Yeah.
At least not by you. Right, but it's
other
always
phones
on
in the area. It could be communicating with other phones, all that shit. Yeah, but
yeah,
that means
so it could be
it's that there's a reason for that. If we were to understand the algorithm in real time, right?
Yeah,
that would be true AI, and AI be able to explain itself. Would that be a motherfucker? That's okay. If simulation is true, the simulation is all right. People think we're the Matrix, right? The whole point of it is not for fucking battery or sadistic anything. It's AI trying to figure out where AI came from, trying to like us trying to figure out where it came from. Caveman, primordial soup, is it evolution? Is it God?
That's probably how God looks at it, right? Because it just looks like
God trying to figure out where God came from. Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Wow. I think it's like, well, imagine if you were one of the little dendricles of God, right? You were a little fucking extension of the fucking tarantula, 6-legged tarantula.
But it'd be like multiple legs. Can you imagine that?
Like how many?
I don't know. It would look like
if it's a spider, probably a 6.
It would look like a mop.
So yeah, you're just a little dendricle, right?
Folks at home, send in how many legs a spider has, please.
Don't even.
Look it, there's a fucking spider right here. Look it.
That's a tarantula.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's right there.
That's a tarantula, and plus these are arms.
It counts though.
No, you don't count arms.
So a crab.
6.
I don't believe it. So a crab is an ant. Case debunked.
Debunked.
Dismissed.
A hot dog. A hot dog is a taco.
A hot dog is a taco. It's not a fucking sandwich.
It's not a sandwich.
But a burrito is a sandwich.
A burrito.
No, what was a burrito?
What's a burrito?
What did we figured it out?
Did we?
Yeah.
Because you eat it like.
It's a taco. It's the same thing.
No, a taco you eat like.
No, it's the same deal though. It's just fat.
Hot dog.
Flap your lips. Flap the lips.
Flappy hot dog.
All right.
Buns. Oh, you were gonna say something about buns, hot cross or something?
Hot cross, no? Was it? Remember that? Boom, boom, boom. See how they run. Run how they go. I never understood it. I remember we used to play it as the stupid recorders.
Okay, we got it. Ready? Are you ready?
Remember that was the first time.
Change places. Dun, 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 dun,
We gotta pee?
dun, dun, dun. No, we're just changing places.
Hold it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, this is cool.
I
I need this thing.
You might have to do a dab, and I gotta get that bong on weed.
Yeah, you do a dab here. Hit this.
Okay.
Hit that. All right, I'm gonna do a dab real quick. And okay, the whole time.
Talking to your boon.
Sorry, the whole time. I was distracting you. I was keep trying to talk into that thing. It's pretty cool holding it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hello?
I was just distracting you. You got to do books of books.
Oh, I have to do books.
Yeah, I was distracting you. Yeah, no, I was distracting you hard.
Okay, right into the camera.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this vape pen first.
Oh, wow, okay.
Tell the folks at home.
Give me see. I'll do it while you're hitting the vape pen. Yeah.
Do the books.
Okay, this is the guy. He does a lot. He's the AM Coast to Coast. We would fucking love to get him as a guest. Who knows? His name is Nick Redfern. Right here. Quick bio. He's a journalist. Writes about a wide range of unsolved mysteries. Everything, man. Everything. Conspiracy, Loch Ness, Bigfoot. Let's see. Close Encounters of the Fatal Kind. World's Weirdest Places. The Real Men in Black. Woo!
You believe in them?
Oh, very much so. Ancient Aliens. He's been on everything. This guy's a fucking superstar. So, he's got this book out. When did this book come out?
I think it's one of his older ones.
It's one of the old ones.
He has a new one.
This is like one of the best. Well, that's when.
This is one of my favorites.
I feel like that's when they do their best work, dude. When they're coming up, fucking like just trying to make a name. They're like, nah, I'm coming out hard. It says 2015.
God damn.
So maybe these take a long time to write though. But this is Nick Redfern, Bloodline of the Gods. We're talking about Illuminati bloodlines. The third, right? The 13th bloodline that was created, right? That guy, he was real slow talking guy. He said it was the Hanlin Hole.
What is that?
It was the 13th bloodline that they created in the 13th century on purpose to be a perversion bloodline, man-made bloodline. And it was right after what happened in 1244.
Maybe. What is it called?
Montesegur. They killed the last of the Cathars. They killed the last of the pure weird bloodline, right? Okay. So imagine the perversion.
Okay.
great bloodline, right? Jesus, fucking all these light workers throughout the past, right?
Okay.
Right?
And Lil,
Right? All that.
All their descendants. Thoth.
They get yacked.
Yeah.
Around 1300 on purpose because Friday the 13th, right? Boom. Then this new, right? That was the light. The light bloodline, yeah, being in charge, and then now, boom, this dark bloodline gets fucking born, and it's a Holy Roman Empire. Now it's the fucking industrial age, the fucking Gilded Age, the 1600s, the fucking let them eat cake, right? The cast.
So it's been negative with that for a while.
Kind of bad, man. Yeah, the slaves, people fucking in Africa mining and shit. What you can trace all that? What 1400 is like medieval times, right?
Okay.
Where it's
the Bible says, I'm not going to quote the Bible. I haven't read the Bible.
But the Bible even says before
6,000 years, 6,000 to 7,000 years. How old is the Earth?
I think they say like 8,000 or 7 or something. Some bull, yeah.
The heavens and the whatever.
Mm-hmm. But like
6,000 years.
Yeah, and the recent history is 2,000 years ago.
And then in the scientists, they believe it's like millions and billions of years ago.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's a big difference, right?
Yeah, and then why does it fucking really? How far can we go back? We're like, oh, okay, around. That's what
I'm saying.
You know, the further they go back, the bigger the chunks are. They're like, oh no, it was like that for like I don't know, like 700 years or something, you know. And then it's not until around Jesus, around the Bible, right? 0 AD, right? Until it starts getting like okay, and then they started irrigation everywhere, and then they started building homes out of wood, and then they discovered fucking metallurgy.
Okay.
And then they started breeding fucking horses and cows, and you know.
I read this article.
But before then, it's like I don't know, man. People were like fucking doing weird shit.
That's good. So everybody, books with books. That's good. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, go.
So watch out for the 13th bloodline. But okay, go ahead.
It's a Merovingian bloodline.
I'm gonna do a dab. I don't give a dab.
Go. The bloodline of the gods. Unravel the mystery of the human blood type to reveal the aliens among us.
Where's the pencil?
You don't have one. You just gotta drip drop it.
God damn it.
All right. Stay weird.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So, if and when the aliens abduct me, which I'm prepared for.
No, don't do it.
No, I'm prepared.
Don't do it. Books with books.
You know, I asked a friend of mine if he would be prepared to trade blood types.
Really?
Yeah, he said no.
No way.
Because you can't do that anyways.
Well, why would you? I wouldn't do that.
Of course not.
I wouldn't want your crazy blood type.
Why? You're lucky that they didn't hear that. Because you're June and booning over there.
Well, yeah, I don't want it to get this crazy fucking fire on the fucking. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, but I just open up the picture shot.
Yeah, read the rib thing. The ribs.
Oh, the ribs. So yeah.
Read the rib thing, please. You just had it. What? Oh, my bad. He'll find it. How many ribs? The human body has 12 ribs.
I've been interested in the RH negative factor, which is the rhesus monkey. Okay, the rhesus monkey, RH negative factor. They don't have evolutionarily. They can't really track it. You can ask like a biologist, or you can ask like a motherfuckers. You know, they don't know where the fuck they came from. Okay, so RH negative people are oftentimes abducted by aliens. They also talk about Whitley Strieber in this fucking book, dude. Okay, what's going on there?
Doors of Perception.
Reptilians, they say don't talk about that.
Whitley Strieber, he wrote The Doors of Perception, right?
He wrote that, he wrote Communion.
And that's why the Doors named their band that. Jim Morrison's dad, Golf Tonkin.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about the saga of the extra rib. Yeah. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. So there's a variety of other physical issues that make up RH negative people. Somewhat different from the rest, that make them somewhat different from the rest of the humans. We will start with the matter of something called thoracic outlet syndrome. It is a medical term that can develop when a person has an extra rib. Most of us have 12 pairs of ribs, which collectively comprise the rib cage. It may come as a surprise to learn that roughly 1 out of every 200 people are born with an extra rib, known as the cervical rib. Above the first rib and behind the collarbone is the thoracic outlet, which extends from the neck to the armpit. The subclavian artery and vein and the bronchial plexus all pass through the thoracic outlet. Thoracic outlet syndrome can occur when the extra rib compresses and the thoracic outlet. Sometimes that may require surgery to correct.
Oh.
So they say, you know, because to make Eve, they gotta take Adam's rib. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So if you find this individual that doesn't have their rib removed, right? Why the fuck? Why you got an extra rib, dog?
You're from somewhere else.
You're from somewhere else.
Oh shit.
White people are not supposed to be on Earth.
Shout out to Nick Redfern. Y'all meet this guy, you know, and let him know. Let him know how it goes. Because they say, so then you try to look where the bloodline goes, right? The Basque people.
Oh, too much.
The Cro-Magnon. You know the human brain has been shrinking in size over time?
Oh shit.
What do you think about that?
Too much.
I gotta plug this movie I think people should watch. I haven't even watched it yet though, so you gotta do it. It's like an MK Cinema thing.
Holy balls.
Get your boon, dog. What's the deal?
Oh, thank goodness.
Decalcify the pineal gland. Go ahead and tell the folks at home what the pH level is on that water.
Ooh, the small 12. Oh shit.
Small for a small 350.
It's small 12.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Right.
9.5 plus.
Right.
The plus. That's
Holy shit.
you all right?
Yes.
Grab my boom.
What movie? What were we talking about?
Oh, it's called.
No, wait, hold on.
I forget, dog.
Okay, best I can do for you.
There was a movie that I was gonna tell you what you gotta do for MK Cinema, and it's called.
Right.
Idiocracy.
Oh, Idiocracy. Send it to me. Yeah, I know. I haven't watched that. That's a lot of people's like.
You know who made that?
Mike Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead, man.
Yeah, and you know what else he made?
Office Space. Yeah, I know. That's a lot of
Phenomenal.
a lot of fuck the system.
Shout out to Mike
That's
Judge.
a lot of people. That's like one of their favorite movies, Idiocracy. It came out like a long time ago. I think like 2008, and it seemed like.
What's the premise of that movie? This guy wakes up.
I never knew the logistics, but I just knew it was like a guy from our time. Put later in life, he's just a regular guy, but so far down the line, people have gotten so fucking stupid and taken things to like super extremes. And so he's like
Okay.
the smartest, most reasonable guy in the world.
Right.
And I think he like runs for president or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what if you were to correlate that with like someone like Corey Good? Right.
Ooh.
Right, so
Yeah.
this
I know.
guy, like, okay.
Yeah. That's weird
For
to think about.
folks at home who don't know who Corey Good is, it's a man. You can look
20
him
and
up.
back. It's on the Q map.
Yeah, 20 and back. He claims to be in a program, a secret space program.
Shout out Blueberry Cake.
Yep. Secret space programs. I don't know about those, but you know, if they exist, what do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The moon.
So he went through a time regression therapy, right?
Mm-mm. That's not time regression. I think it's a clone.
He's a clone.
Well, a clone body, and they can put you in there because he says
You don't think he just?
working in space is dangerous, and sometimes you get killed, but then you just wake up back at the
You
fucking
don't think he's remembering a past life?
at the base.
Like when?
I think at a different level, it's not really a past life because if you can kind of hijack the system, think about what you were saying earlier, where you decide how you want to come back, when you want to come back, right?
Right.
But you don't necessarily remember.
Right.
Think about you hijack.
You know why you don't remember is because
What's
there's a soul trap
but think about if it's fake.
I mean, it's
if you can,
wipe
if you can hijack that, you could tap into it. And remember, because it's not.
Or if you weren't
it's not organic.
From here, if you weren't from here,
mm-hmm.
right?
It wouldn't work correctly.
Right.
Right. It's like a machine. There's so many people. It's like a machine, and sometimes the machine fucks up a little bit.
Yeah.
And you remember something from a past life.
Yeah.
Or you carry the powers. Your powers are so strong from.
So this book is trying to say that the motherfuckers that have Rh negative blood
mm-hmm.
are aliens, dog.
Really?
Because they got extra ribs, and they got fucking
mm-hmm.
psychic powers,
mm-hmm.
and they can do weird things.
The German, they believe that, right? They believe the Aryan shit. That guy was all on that.
I thought.
Think about how many people have thought about that.
They don't say that they
the
say
Moors,
white supremacists, and
the Moors,
the Aryan race. But the Aryan race, they were
Persian,
saying blonde-haired, blue-eyed people.
Yeah, Persian people did it. You know what I mean?
But
Japanese, or not Japanese, but like Mongol.
That's not how it works, because you said just now in the last 5 years they found out that Mexican people also exhibit the same fucking archetype.
Right. And it could be because the Mayans and all the sacred shit they were into.
And Native Americans and shit.
Inca.
Is that it for you? You think it's Inca?
Incan?
Incan?
I don't know. I gotta learn more, but I like it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you know about this guy, dog? Let me tell you. You might know already.
I'm done.
What are you done with?
The blueberry cake.
Oh, nice.
Bomb.
Taking aboard a UFO. I'll tell you when that happens.
Was it?
Damn it. Yeah, okay,
was it Travis?
This is where I got a little upset, right?
Was the guy Travis?
You know where I got upset?
What?
Giving birth. I'm not even gonna read about it. It's a giving birth without actually giving birth.
Weird.
Children that are not what they seem to be. Okay. Alien implants for Roger Lear. We can look that up.
Lear Jets.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Damn it. Where's the motherfucker?
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Tell him. Oh, here it is.
There's a lot of offshoots.
There, dude.
Yeah.
You know how to say that because you're Mexican. Read that cute.
Oh, dude, the fucking Quetzalcoatl. Everyone knows about that.
Yeah, well, it's for the telefolks.
Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. I don't know how to say it exactly. But yeah, it's supposed to be the reptilian man. It's supposed to be the guy from Mars, right?
He's from Mars?
I think so. I think that's why. Remember that? Why did the Mayans just disappear out of nowhere, or who was it? Aztecs just disappear, right? One of those. It was like a fucking civilization. Just disappeared out of nowhere. And if it was a breakaway civilization kind of scenario, maybe it was time to go try to fucking go up and break through the firmament, be over there fucking fighting in the clouds.
Yeah.
And they would have took the fucking Aztec warriors, right? It was the Mayans that just disappeared, right?
Well,
they were both. I'm sure it had some bomb ass warriors.
Yeah, dude. And Mesoamerica is like Sumerians, or
right? Right, and the same thing with. There's a lot of other civilizations. There's a lot. Yeah.
Look, dude. Look.
Yeah.
Enki's son, dog.
Yeah. That what it says?
It's not. Oh, hold on.
Wow.
That the Anunnaki balls, dog.
No way. Learning live on camera. This is what's up.
Had the ability to live for hundreds of thousands of years means it's not at all impossible that as Enki's son, Quetzalcoatl, who felt that the human race should be treated fairly and not used as a slave-based society.
A revolting reptilian.
He said, no.
Stood up for the people.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
wow.
Crazy, dog.
That's cool. Mexican
you don't think
man.
That's just part of the perversion? They just make you think like he's a bad guy when really
depends on Nick Redfern. Yeah.
Like,
holy shit. We got to meet him. I want to meet these guys.
What about twins, dog? Like if you like ran into a set of twins,
mingle,
like on the street, was that the first thing you'd be thinking in your head?
Yeah. They're experiments.
Yeah.
I have two cousins and they're twins, but
okay.
They look like regular twins. They don't look like each other.
That's odd.
You know.
Two cousins that are twins.
But do they look like each other?
Yes, but they are not identical.
Okay.
That's weird, right?
Yeah. That is weird.
but they're
My
What do they
cousins,
call that?
they don't look like each other.
Fraternal?
Fraternal, yeah. They don't look at each other. It's always been like,
boy
oh,
and a
whatever.
girl?
Sisters. No.
Oh, there are 2 girls.
Yeah, 2 girls.
I thought.
They don't look like each
What
other.
about Sammy and Nikki?
They look exactly like each other. Don't say it
Yeah,
out
cut
loud.
that out. Cut that out for the kids at home. So yeah, what do you think about being in a slave society? Like,
That's what I say, man. Prison Planet, man. That's that Alex Jones, baby.
so we're here.
I guess
to
we're back to
learn,
Alex Jones.
and David Wilcock has been saying,
It's a wealth of information, Alex Jones.
yeah, you can check him out, I guess.
And he's just as crazy. I know. He's
you know,
just
he's
as...
just got so much DMT
And he...
naturally.
Natural. I'm getting mad.
It's natural.
I'm getting pissed now.
Emotional body.
He's real. Warrior mind versus mother mind. Oh, we got to books of books. That was good.
Oh, we actually did.
We did it finally. Took a little while.
Okay,
We're gonna start getting better on that.
We might have to cut it out.
Let me check that out real quick.
Oh, you want to change places?
No. Let me just check that out real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, perfect timing. We're gonna see you guys on the flip.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Go ahead and click the subscribe button.
Boom, closed for lunch.